So Ben, can you introduce our final speaker for today?
Sure thing, absolutely. So next up we have Colonel Jennifer Krolikowski. She's a senior Materiel leader for the USAF, specifically Space C2, which is more widely known as Space Force. And she's talking about how even the biggest government organizations can get to production quickly if they have the right stuff. Pun most definitely intended.
Hello, everyone. I'm Colonel Jennifer Krolikowski, and I serve in the newly established Space Force, and I'm currently the Senior Materiel Leader for Space Command and Control at the Space and Missile Systems Center here in sunny California. And although we should not be confused with the popular Netflix series Space Force, we are proud to be a part of the real-life Space Force that's bringing amazing capabilities to our warfighters in order to defend our interests against the growing and emerging threats of space. As a critical unit within the Space Force, it is our mission to provide space domain awareness and battle management command and control at the operational level of war. This is made possible because we aggregate all of the data that we need and then convert that data into knowledge so that our warfighters can make decisions about the domain and what effects that they want to be able to create. Some of that type of knowledge could be upcoming space launches, potential satellite conjunctions, atmospheric reentries of space objects, and sensor status. Kobayashi Maru, created under the Cross Mission Ground and Communication Enterprise, is our very own space software factory located here in El Segundo. In military software factories, we work hand in hand with developers and the operations community to create software applications that help us provide the awareness we need in space to ensure that we sustain our advantage in the space domain. So Kobayashi Maru is a Star Trek reference. It was an exercise that all Starfleet Academy cadets had to go through to see how they would handle a no-win situation. There was one individual, James T. Kirk, who changed the conditions of the scenario in order to actually win the exercise. That's exactly what we have done in software within the government. We've changed the conditions of the scenario. We are pushing the boundaries and challenging ourselves to deliver capabilities to the warfighters smarter, faster, and better for the protection of our country. Gone are the days of that slow waterfall procurement. In just 2 years, we have fully embraced Agile and DevSecOps practices in order to deliver capability at the speed of relevance. But more on that a little bit later. One of the first things that we did was break apart the stack so we could capture the best in breed for each layer. It's a bit analogous to your smartphone. So think about your phone itself as the infrastructure. The platform is analogous to your iOS or to the Android. Your application layer is, well, you understand applications. Could be your weather app or your map app or something like that. The data layer that we have is actually the information that feeds into those applications, like your weather or your map. Each piece can include multiple products, letting us work with a variety of partners, such as VMware, Tanzu, and Pivotal Labs. In some cases, software teams are automating and modernizing old code. In others, they're developing new applications from scratch. The types of applications we build span from space object tracking to indications and warning about irregularities in the space domain, and tools that help us facilitate tactical responses. What makes us unique is our focus to hire and maintain versatile, talented employees who can think like disruptors. That focus is why ours is the team that can quickly adapt to a changing environment, the team that has the advantage in the digital frontier. We've had to bring in people from all backgrounds, whether it be military, government civilians, or contractors, with skill sets that span between coders, program managers, engineers, cyberspace and cybersecurity operators, intelligence analysts, and system administrators. We're really trying to include and attract commercial companies that typically wouldn't work for the Department of Defense, but we recognize that they have innovative software solutions that can help us solve some of the biggest challenges that we face. We've set up small teams of software developers who use agile software practices to deliver new applications to our space operators on a weekly basis. This is ensuring innovation, timeliness, and speed. Among our biggest successes has been developing an application from the time that the team stood up to it being operationally accepted by our users in a mere 6 months. Previously, within the legacy system, this capability would have taken 3 years and cost 10 times as much. We now have several applications on that ops floor today. Additionally, we took an enterprise approach and went cloud native as much as absolutely possible. So anyone with the right permissions can access that particular capability. In the past, code was written as a stovepipe solution for a particular center. Sharing data between applications was challenging, and sharing data between other agencies or allies was even more challenging. This approach to designing our ecosystem has also allowed us to share space data with allies, enhancing space domain awareness amongst the Five Eyes Alliance. The Five Eyes Alliance, composed of the United States, Canada, United Kingdom, Australia, and New Zealand, cooperates on various aspects of space intelligence, with the goal of sharing space information for use against common adversaries. We've employed the cloud-native platform, leveraging industry best practices to provide a resilient operational backbone in order to host coalition-focused space command and control capabilities. Today, we share information and applications that our allies in the UK, Canada, and Australia can see in their own country's space operations center. As our efforts continue to advance and further mission capability, our collaboration with industry and our partner nations will continue to grow, enabling a more robust and resilient ownership of the space domain. Today's quickly changing threat environment requires the delivery of more agile, integrated, and resilient effects in, from, and to space to meet the national security objectives and to ensure the future and safety of every American. It is exciting to see how software is revolutionizing how we solve problems and can adapt quickly to anything thrown at us. Thank you for your time and have an amazing Space Force Day.